then we'll see if we have time to get into pros.
Should we reintroduce and say hi?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hi, I'm Kathy. Oh. Hi, I'm Kathy. Do we do? I don't do the handles and stuff again. Okay. I'm Kathy Leone.
I'm Destiny. We'll tag all of our handles on. I'll tag it when we post.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Yesenia. So today, we wanted to follow up, I guess, because we have more. We have more icks, as it turns out. Okay,
Yes.
so we marinated over it for the week, and we've come back with more.
But wait, recap. What they don't know what we're talking about. So unless you caught the last one.
Oh, okay. Well, if you didn't, shame on you.
Yeah. Exactly. Go follow our page, Microdosing Life, on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. Please go show us some love. Anyways, recap. Sorry, totally interrupted.
I'm gonna let you recap.
Okay, so we started talking about turn-offs.
Yeah.
So our top turn-offs for women. When whether you're dating, married, doesn't really matter, in a relationship. What is your top turn-offs? We started those, so we're going to continue there. We're going to do our top 5, and then we're going to see if we can get into our turn-ons.
Okay, does somebody else want to go first?
Turn-offs?
Yes.
Okay, you go first. Give me time to think.
Okay, I will. So one of my top turn-offs, I would say, since I have been in the dating world, is avoidant men. So if you're familiar with attachment styles, I have to say an avoidant man is such a turn-off because they act like they are so emotionally available, and they show up so emotionally available, and then they completely shut down. Completely shut down. And so that is a huge turn-off for me.
Good one.
Someone who just has no emotional regulation.
Okay, I've got one. A man that doesn't know what he wants out of life. That's just going with the flow. I'm just looking for things to be easy and na. I think I think a man should have a direction.
Yeah.
Be a leader in at least your own world. If nobody else is following you, have a direction, have an idea, have an ambition.
Yeah.
So I think a lack of a spine maybe is one.
Those are good. I think yours is great because I think that falls into communication, into maturity, responsibility, which are all hard to do for a lot of people. And then definitely, if you don't have direction in life, are you a man? Are you your role is to lead, right? You're supposed to be able to lead and guide, and that's also very difficult for men in this age, in this generation. I see now, I'm sorry, I'm recapping on y'all's things, but it's just it bothers me because I see now, I think I saw something yesterday and I was like, what the hell? And I wanted to comment. I was like, no, I'm not even gonna start it. I'm not even gonna start that argument because who cares? Where they're women, it literally said something women, would you take something along the lines of would you take the man on the expensive date if you had to pay? And I'm you know what? The answer, yes. But 2, kind of, fuck you, because you're supposed to. That's your job. But I will totally do it.
I don't want to be the man.
No,
right.
But I mean, I don't mean to place roles, but this is what's I think crumbling in everything.
In society.
You know, you're supposed to. I don't know.
No, I get it.
It bothers me.
Yeah.
It does. I'm I don't know.
So I heard something the other day that I thought was really interesting, that in American culture, we don't have a way from a man to go from his childhood, his boyhood to adulthood. There's no initiation where some cultures have that around 15, 16, 17, 18.
It's the
or a journey, a mission or something like that you do. And I think that maybe that's a piece that's lacking, because I think that a lot of times what I seem to hear from my peers about what they're experiencing is a lack of men acting in the role of a man,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of times sort of staying in the default of a boy. And so the female in the relationship actually takes on more of a motherhood role than a partner and then a wife,
Right.
and taking care of the man. So I think that maybe that's like a challenge that we have culturally. I don't know.
I think, and then that bleeds into men attracting women to mother them,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, and then you become, I was in that relationship, you
Same.
become the mother, anyways.
Yeah.
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 That
You are the mom.
That absolutely
Yeah.
is right, yeah.
I agree.
One of mine would be, this is gonna sound bad, but I mean, a turn off for me, if you can't be some sort of alpha man, like if you can't change a tire, if you can't fix things around the house, I'm not asking you to build a house, I mean, yes, please build a house, but like, I mean, if it bothers you to get your hands dirty, that's probably it. Because I was with someone that literally, it drove him crazy to get his hands dirty, and I'm over here like literally playing in the mud, in the creek with my shoes off, getting crazy dirty, and I'm like, you're worried about getting your shoes dirty, this is gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that would be one of mine. Like, you have to get dirty and don't mind like getting your hands gritty and getting calloused, and like, you
Be a man.
be a man.
Yeah, I'm gonna second that one because I have in the back of my head like things that would make a man ineligible. And one of those things is like they have to have at least as many tools as I do.
Bro,
Again,
that's a lot. She's a roofer.
She's a roofer.
She got a lot of tools.
But the thing is, because I want a man who could be more manly than I, like, don't depend on me to fix things. Like, yes, I can fix things, but like,
But I mean, I would say you would be subpar because you are in that world of like, you are in a masculine
Right.
field,
Yeah.
right? So you, yeah. Where Desi and I, like, I don't have a toolbox. I mean, I do.
We're
but like,
tapped into
Right.
hardcore feminine energy.
I love it. I rub off on it.
but I've had both partners. I've had one who highly masculine and has all the tools and it can literally build a house, and I had one who doesn't want to get his hands dirty, and I'm like, they were both highly toxic relationships. I would still prefer the man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I would totally agree.
Yeah.
I would think we're on to you because I seconded her, so
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so I am gonna go where I know they don't want me to go, but
Oh, I want you to go.
I definitely, like, a huge turn off for me, like probably one of the biggest, is if you got the jab. I'm just saying. And I will let your mind go wherever you want it to go. I did date a guy that did, and there was something about it that I felt like we just don't align because of the choices he made during that time.
that is a beautiful way of putting it.
Conforming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. That's.
And you can say whatever you want, but I'd like you to look at a lot of the research that's coming out now on that.
Yeah.
As of even today, I just
Yeah.
sent them. I mean, there is a lot of research. There's box label warnings now, and I just feel like if you're so easy to go with the crowd, like, how are you going to be as a partner for me for life?
Right.
It does. It makes me question.
Yeah,
It makes me question
I think
a
it
lot
goes-
about them.
Yeah, I think it goes back to a man leading, right? Because I think that in an ideal situation, like, obviously a man and a wife are like partners in a family, but there's supposed to be some sort of feeling of the man leading. I can't think of the word, but I think that it's, how are you going to lead our family if you can't lead your own life? One. And then again, coming back to that, like, do you have a strong spine? Are you going to live on your knees kind of thing, like bowing down to what other people believe is right for
Right.
you?
You know, I think they would argue, they meaning people that would justify
Right.
getting it.
I understand.
And I am not a fan of it. So I'm just saying, like, I think they would justify it as in like, well, I am leading because I have to provide, and in order to provide, I have to work. In
I had
order
to
to
keep
work,
up for
I
my
had
job,
to do that,
whatever.
right?
Yeah.
But then it leads back into like, do you have a spine? Because there are many of those that did not and still found a way by going
And
against
took
the
the
grain.
heat.
Yeah,
And took
the
the
heat,
heat, a
lost
lot of
money,
heat. Yes.
lost
Yeah.
clients,
Yes.
lost careers.
Yes.
And still realized like I'm not going to conform just because someone's telling me to do something and there's been absolutely no basis for it at all. You're just being told to do something and then you're just gonna say yes ma'am, yes sir, I'm gonna do it.
And not even research or think about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So it just says something to me.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, drinker. I would have to say no to a drinker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clearly.
Yes. You know, for me, they don't drink at all. And I think so I used to bartend for 10 years. I was probably, you could probably define me as an alcoholic, not the kind that like has to wake up and have withdrawals and shakes but if I'm drinking shots every single night, I'm an alcoholic, right?
Yeah,
and it took me a while to like finally, I didn't do steps and go through like rehab and all that stuff, but I mean, it doesn't take rocket science to realize that like you have to drink every single night, you have to drink to have fun, you're drinking 5-10 shots a night, you're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was an alcoholic. My name is just said in. I was an alcoholic. I mean, absolutely. So and then I had kids, and that changed the game for me. Having kids changed the game. I still drank, not as heavy, and then definitely now in this phase of my life, like I maybe have a glass of wine once a week, maybe, so it's like gone down tremendously. And then even when I have that glass, it's not even, I may or may not finish the entire glass, and then I still feel like shit the next day. Like I can totally feel it. So I'm like slowly going to like completely no. To your point, being with someone that drinks, I think is a turnoff.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I think we kind of talked about this last
Yeah.
time, because it's like what are you escaping?
Right.
What do you not want to work on yourself and afraid to face? And then for me personally, I'm sure you in your past too, drinking only leads into other things.
It sure does.
And it is so that line that you are teetering on just because it's a drink leads into the drug or the other person or so many secrets, many little secrets, right? And
secrets.
Yeah.
No, that's like really good. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'll say I'm not 100% completely like non-drinker, because if you come out on William's yacht, that's one of the times. There's a couple times a year where I'm like, let's have some bubbly.
Yeah.
So you'll see that.
Okay. I haven't seen that side of Kathy.
Yeah. But also, this is gonna sound really random, maybe to some people, but a snorer or a mouth breather is sort of like, to me, one and the same, because there's something going on in your throat. I can't.
You just need to tape his mouth. Just tape it shut.
No, we talked about that
Do a
last
little
time
mouth taping,
too.
he'll
The
be good.
nasal breathing. I'm
Not
telling
joking.
you, nasal
I'm
breathing
serious,
is.
like, slap some tape on there.
This is like a
That's-
theoretical human.
Yeah.
that we're
This is
speaking
crazy.
about.
Like nasal breathing lately for me has been a priority, because I will. It don't even have to be sleeping. If you're just like with them throughout the day and they're just like.
You're like, what are you doing? Are you dancing?
Can you please
Sounds
shut
like my
your
dog.
mouth? Like
Sounds
literally.
like Rico.
Literally.
That's literally my dog.
Shut the fucking mouth. That sounds so bad, but no, it's so good for your health. It is so good for your health.
There's a book. It's called What Is
Breathe.
It? Breathe.
It is so
That
good.
book, it's good,
So
and it
good.
talks
It is
about
so
mouth
good.
taping and stuff. So if you
Read
are
it.
someone who breathes
Read
with
it.
your mouth open,
Yeah.
there are things you
It's
can
a
do.
practice. It
Yeah,
is a
you can do.
practice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I recommended that to Sarah. Like,
Yeah.
changed her life.
That
It's a
movie-
good book.
That book is so good.
Yeah, that book's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read it after I accidentally reread Breath
I think I told you about it, and you read Breath, the wrong one first.
I read a book about
Like
jujitsu.
this,
But like in like the Gracie family. And like two chapters
This is
in.
not the book you told me about. I was like, girl, what are you reading? And I was like, that's the wrong book, Kathy.
2 chapters in, I was like, okay, this isn't the right book, but it's really good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna finish it. And by the end of the book, I was like, I should just get into jujitsu. It's like, you need to go read the other book. Is what you need to do.
Yeah. You know, actually, I'm doing privates with a jujitsu guy, and like we're practicing his breathing, and he's like telling me it is game changing for him because he's a big guy, and now he's seeing the effects and the benefits of nasal breathing. It's kind of
Well, you've got 2 book recommendations for him now.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do another one.
Yeah.
My next one is just an addict. To me, someone who is an addict is just such a turnoff. I've spent most of my life with one, and I'm just, it's such a turnoff.
Yeah.
Like addictive behavior, even if like you tell me like well, I'm not gonna name any names, but if you tell me you're not an addict and then you're like doom scrolling on TikTok and you can't stay off your freaking phone and you're just constantly preoccupied, that is such addict-like behavior. So to me, that's such a turnoff. Any addict-like behavior is a turnoff for me.
I agree with you. I think that there's more addictions than people necessarily realize because they're like, oh, I'm not a drinker, I don't do drugs.
Workaholics.
Workaholics, addicted to the internet, gaming, because
pornography.
Pornography. Yeah, like
sex addiction.
Oh yeah, that's a huge one. And I don't think people ever think about it either because, but anything you're just like you're running from whatever, you need to actually heal. You need to slow down and figure out what happened or just work it out in your body.
Stop running from it.
Stop running from it.
I want to run from emotions too, but like it's hard, but you have to sit in them sometimes.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So.
I think that's what's so cool.
Even this is totally probably not a word, I'm just gonna make it up here, but like workout-aholics, you know what I mean?
I might
like,
I was like,
you know,
I'm gonna say I cheater on that.
No, like I would agree with you. No, but I think it's important to be active every day.
Right.
It's different than like spending 4 or 5 hours in the gym and then obsessing over your diet and then
and if you're like obsessing over your body fat
and then now you're shooting steroids. I mean like that type of like workout.
No, I get that.
I don't mean like, yes, please work out every day. I'm all about that.
Yeah. So I think like what we're talking about is like, I think we have these stories that get stuck in our body, right? That's what they say, that we have these like emotions and stuck stories in our body, and to get rid of them, you need to move. You need to like actually feel what's going on in your body. Is like in yogic theory, that's what they say. And so the yoga that we do here, when we hold the pose and breathe into it slowly, people get deeper into poses, but also like deeper into their healing. They say that you have to feel to heal. So like when you sit with it, you actually can get deeper into your own body, deeper into your story, and actually get to release things, which is I think the etheric part of yoga that a lot of times we miss, especially in like the modernization of it and the flow dancey stuff, where like you never actually pause for a moment and hear how insane you are, you know? Like I think that's when you're holding a pose for 45 seconds a minute and you hear the insanity of all of the reasons that you need to get out of this pose, and it's like, actually I just need to breathe. Like wow. So I think that like sitting with it and breathing through it is a big piece of healing and letting go of stuff, so that we're not running from stuff for decades.
Right.
I think that would lead into mine, which is men afraid to face their pain, their hurt. Because then they end up just like bleeding on everyone else that didn't cut them, right? Like
That's true.
Like if you are afraid to heal and you could be like, oh, well, I am healed, or I did heal, or I spent 15 years in therapy, I'm good. But yet your patterns and your behaviors and your rage and everything around you. Oh my God, this like, sorry, I'm like skipping or gonna include my other one right into it, is like a man afraid to apologize also. Because
Yeah.
I've noticed that
That's a red flag also.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like
Just so you know, ladies, if a guy won't apologize,
if
just
they
close
have
the
a
chapter.
issue, if they have a
Close
Nice,
it.
that's
Yeah.
good advice.
like if they don't know how to apologize and sincerely apologize,
Yeah.
like also in that like work on their healing and be sincere about it, like
Yeah.
it, because like, to what you're saying, man, what I learned this year is healing is not pretty. It is ugly. Healing is ugly. It is hard. You get humbled.
Yeah.
Like your world crumbles, and the lessons that come from actual healing is like it is an awakening. It literally is an awakening.
I mean, for you, because I've watched what you've been going through and hopefully been some support to you, that like I feel like you're a testament to that saying that like your new life is going to cost you your old life.
Yeah.
Gosh,
that's-
that saying gives me.
Oh my
it,
God,
It,
what?
hits,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
hits my stomach.
Okay.
Even you saying that.
Goosey.
Yeah, me
I
too.
know.
That gives me
Goosey.
goosebumps because it is. It's like it costs you
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
I agree.
Sometimes
Yeah.
everything.
And I think that's so. I kind of go back to like what our culture, because
But
I
look how
think that.
strong.
And it's been
And so are you.
amazing.
Yeah.
Strong women. Strong women. I
Yeah.
love strong women.
And you.
I think like it's actually been a cool, like every challenge that you go through is gonna give you something, right? There's some sort of silver lining, and I think especially for the two of you who went through things at a similar time frame, that like we got to see our community come around you and be really supportive, which was like so beautiful. That
Yeah.
it's like that would have never had an opportunity to happen if these challenging opportunities hadn't
Right.
arrived.
Yeah.
So
I felt so lifted by so many people that I didn't
It
even
was
know.
ridiculous.
Like
I know.
so many.
Yeah.
I had like days that I cried where I was like, wow, I meant that to you. Like where
Right.
people did something so kind that I didn't even know that I affected them in that way.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
on the flip side of that, some of the people that I thought I was the closest to
Yes.
fully
Yes.
have shut me out.
Yes.
I haven't talked to, haven't
Yes.
like, and
I'm
it
telling
was
you, it's
so,
an awakening. It's
yes,
like,
I
it is-
had like a full blown awakening. And I'm
Yes.
like, wow, I thought we were friends.
Right.
Like we hung out, and I'm talking
Right.
like ghosts,
That's
like
right.
not a phone call, never asked me if I'm okay, nothing, and like somebody that I talk to daily.
that's
Yes.
wild.
It was the most eye opening year of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a good way though.
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
good
yeah,
way.
yeah.
The year of the snake.
Yeah.
Whoa, is that not true? I'm ready for the
year-
horse.
I know.
I'm ready to
So,
start riding
I know.
through.
So just to be
The wild
clear,
horse. The wild horse.
Wild
just
horse.
to be clear, that's Chinese astrology, and Chinese New Year starts in like mid-February. So we're not done with the snake.
Oh,
until
I told you all.
mid-February.
There's gonna be something else. I'm waiting. I'm like, all right.
I'm shedding right now.
Yeah, we still have time.
Yes.
We still have time.
Yeah.
We
We're still
have time.
shedding.
I'm still trying to crawl out of the skin.
Yeah. You know, and I was thinking again about like our culture, because I think that we can sit here and talk about like our dislikes or whatever, but I think really what it comes down to is that there's a problem with our culture and how we're all being raised.
Yeah.
And I think a big part of it is every philosopher, I mean, obviously they all taught each other, but it all comes down to the same thing, which is know thyself. And I think you can only know yourself when you've spent a long period of time in some sort of solitude. Like,
And darkness.
and a dark
right?
night of
Like,
the soul would
the
help.
shadow.
Yeah.
You need to do the shadow work.
Yeah.
Because that's, yeah.
And I've thought to myself, like, it's the fortunate ones that have that dark night of the soul and have an opportunity to like look at their spiritual beliefs and let them crumble if they need to crumble, so that they can like rebuild them with their own faith.
Yeah.
Right, and like come back stronger.
Mhm.
And I think that our society looks at like, if you're not on like a linear uptick, then you are screwing up. And it's like, that's not life.
Right.
Life has all of these challenges, and I think if you use them as an opportunity for growth, they could be super beneficial. But a lot of times, I think, especially in our culture of dating, everyone's obsessed with dating. Who are you dating? Oh
Yeah.
God, get off it. So I think like in this world of dating, everybody's just like, I'll spend time with you, and then when I'm done, I'll spend time with you, and then like
Well,
I'll spend
it's
time with you.
swipe culture also.
Yeah,
It's this
yeah.
whole like, oh well, you know what? I don't really know. Maybe she's not
Yeah.
that great. We start to, I think, devalue
Oh,
humans because of
absolutely.
this swiping.
Absolutely.
And it's like, then you have a little
Absolutely.
problem and you're like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to work it out with her. I'm going to just see what else is out there.
Totally.
It's
And
so
I was
vain.
actually just talking to a client, and she said that when she has an issue with the guy that she's dating, that she just gets on the app and starts swiping to see what else
it's
there
so
is out
vain.
there. And I'm like, this
It's
is
so
ridiculous.
vain.
Like,
Yeah.
we don't value true
No.
human connection anymore,
Yeah,
and it's
no.
disturbing to me.
So I think it has a lot to do with the brainwashing that we get in our culture though too, because I haven't had a television for 20 years, so all of my television references are very old. But I remember growing up, when I was in middle school, I was such a weird kid. I was obsessed with Seinfeld. I thought it was like the funniest show ever. And when I look back on it and see what Seinfeld and Friends and what these television shows were showing us was like devalue families, like, and turn it into more of this adult playground of let's date and swap and do this and do that, and like instead of just like being with a person who being with a person is actually going to challenge you. It's
Yeah.
actually going to
It
change
is.
you.
And that's what's happening though with these apps is the second that there's challenge
Yeah.
It's
and you
swipe
have to
time.
change,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
gotta bounce.
No.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah.
see what else there is. She's incompatible
They
because
don't look
at
there's
it
something
way.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, big hands.
Yeah.
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 Seinfeld
Yeah.
episode.
Oh yeah, that is.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Dang,
But-
I was thinking about when I just forgot it, but doesn't matter. Anyway. Oh, I remembered. You were talking about our culture. I think, and this is, I'm not trying to like dip into religion or anything, but I think one thing that a lot of other non-Western cultures value probably a little more than Western culture is a higher power, like
I believe. 100%.
whatever your God is, right? But
Oh,
at least they acknowledge that like it's something bigger than me, something outside of myself.
Yeah.
Where our culture is like we are so obsessed with like I
Self.
can do this and I have
Yeah.
the control and I and it's like that's only going to get you so far until
Yeah.
you realize that you absolutely are not in control and there's like something way bigger than you, than us, that actually is maneuvering all of this and anyway, I think that's
I agree. So let's, unless you have another ick, I was going to say let's end this and we'll do one turn on as a precursor for next week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who wants to start?
To be honest with you, you kind of stole mine already. What I was gonna say was like a guy that can build stuff. Like
I like that.
have
I like
tools, be able to build something.
Mhm.
If you've got more skills than me, God bless you. Let's build some shit.
Yes. Yes, let's build the house.
Yes.
Literally.
Literally, figuratively,
All
yes,
of it,
all
yes.
all the leads.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah.
She's like built.
Yeah.
Get what
it
out.
is.
Get it out.
It is, y'all. I've been on the side of the road with kids in the car. The man in the car broke down from Houston to Dallas, and I'm out there changing the tires.
No.
You?
No.
And I'm like,
Girl.
what is wrong with this picture?
Yes.
What
Well,
is wrong with this picture?
Girl.
Like,
I've done
ooh,
some things
girl.
myself that
Yeah, and I mean, I'm talking
the man
infant
should
in
have
the
been
car.
doing. Shameful.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
You enjoying that AC,
Yeah.
baby?
Don't want to sweat, do you? Oh
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, what
So.
you got?
So I'm gonna just say somebody who takes care of themselves, like
Yeah.
physically, mentally, and emotionally, because
Yeah.
I think it is a package deal for me. Like you have to take care of your mental health, your physical health, and just you have to.
Yeah, I think that's a non-negotiable because otherwise your partner ends up taking care of it for you, or worse, you don't get it. Yeah,
Right.
but like I agree with you. I think that if one person's like actively trying to work on themselves, to have a partner that's just like kind of in cruise control on life is is not compatible.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I think that's a good.
And I don't think you're able to have a partnership, because I'm more than willing to work on myself physically, mentally, and emotionally in a relationship. And so if that's not a partnership if the other person doesn't want to show up in those ways.
Yeah. And have the hard conversations.
Yeah.
You have to have the hard conversations.
Yeah.
I would say mine would be, look, and I 100% believe that sex is important. Yes, it has to be good. But I would say that my turn on would be a man that doesn't just place sex as like the thing.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, that goes
don't
back
get me
to
wrong, like it's important.
Yeah.
Then you should be able to connect. Well, I think women, the way you get to us on an intimate level is not just through that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's other things that you do that actually help us.
Which goes
connect.
back to like the swiping thing.
Yes.
It's just like, man,
Yes.
like not everything
Learn
is just
to
like
connect.
the next, and
Yes.
go like have sex with the next.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I agree with you. I think that we forget, because in our society it's so normalized, like casual sex is so normalized, but it's the deepest physical connection that you could possibly have with
Sharing
somebody.
that DNA with someone, you should not share that with just anyone.
Right. Right.
You protect that.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've done turn-offs. We've done one turn-on.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to maybe talk about like a kink?
Sure.
Go for
Why
it.
not?
You go first.
No, wait, go first. You go first. You go.
Oh.
Somebody else go first.
Whoa.
I'm just bringing up the topic.
Put us on the spot with this. I know. A kink. Well, can you give us an example?
Yeah.
I
Give
think,
us
okay,
a
let's do
sentence.
life kinks. Let's do life kinks.
Okay.
Okay.
Give us a few.
I think okay, so in the last couple of years, I've been doing, all right, let me back up. I have a tendency to jump out of planes. It's been a thing for like 16 years or something.
Mm.
So, after a while, that becomes a little less like exciting. You're looking for something a little bit more exciting. So in the last few years, I've gotten into going to places and taking like airplanes a couple thousand feet in the air and jumping into territory that like I've never been to.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's full altitude, maybe it's like 13 grand, but usually it's like 5,000 feet. And just landing in places that I've never been to and like hiking out. That's been my weird life kink as of recently.
I like that.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I have one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so for years I would not do things because I was in a relationship where I felt like I needed to really appease the person I was with.
Mm-hmm.
So I would not travel, and I love to travel. And so for a long time I stopped traveling. Like I did not travel other than with him. And it was like to not even places I really wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was 2022, I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm gonna start traveling. And he didn't want to go, so I started going. And I would say that is my life kink. Like I am addicted to going to new places. I don't care where it is.
Yeah.
Like I found a deal to Spain. That's why I went to Spain.
Oh, I love
It's like
that.
people are like, why'd you go to Spain? I'm like, because I found a really good deal.
I
So
love that.
that is my life kink, and I will keep doing it as long as I can afford to.
All right.
That is awesome. I'll join you once I get my passport.
Yes,
back.
girl. That's a whole nother story.
I will never unalive myself.
Ever.
Ever.
Ever. What is that?
Ever. I would say this has kind of always been mine, but I would like to broaden it some more. So I hope we share a bunch of reels to each other, as you could imagine. I love hiking, so I want to see it all. I want to hike it all. So like I just want to check off all the places, and I want to hike it all. I want to see, like, get in and beyond like the city. Like, don't get me wrong, traveling and this would follow along.
But being in nature.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Spend more time in nature
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What think we could all use that.
Yes, we all need it.
Yeah,
In
we all
this
live
concrete jungle.
yeah,
we
we all
live in.
live like
Yeah.
in the city,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So
To unplug and just be in it. Yeah.
Okay, so next week we'll go over turn-ons and maybe some more life kinks. If you guys want us to talk about anything pretty much, we're open books.
as it turns out, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, anything. So drop it like in comments. You can drop it in the comments, and yeah, you can drop it like yeah. Got a lovely Latina.
Thanks,
And
guys.
Italian spice.
Yes. All right, thank you
Bye.
guys.